So now we're going to talk about account health. This is one of the checks that we'll do every single day, and the reason is in Amazon, our account or our selling account is obviously super important for us. And this is a dashboard which shows us all the information, should we say, a quick overview of any issues we are currently facing, which are quite serious by Amazon. Now, in here, we can look at things like IP complaints, problems we're having with our business, or even like automatic issues that Amazon are facing. But it allows us to just see a quick glance what problems we've got to deal with, or what problems we're facing right now, or that have been recently highlighted, and then action points off the back end of that, where we want to look into each problem we're facing and go into more detail with them. Maybe create a case, maybe deal with it with Amazon, or deal with the should we say the manufacturer or the brand or the listing if there's a problem with it. And for us, we want to make sure this account health is checked every single day, because this account health is something that Amazon looks at when you as a seller or me as a seller, should we say, we're looking to ungate in certain categories. Maybe we're looking to do extra things like, Amazon looking at giving us a loan, or other things that to do with our business to help us grow and to continue selling on Amazon. Amazon will review this account health and to say, is this seller a good seller? Or are they a seller that's got many problems, they're not being dealt with quickly, and they're not being resolved? And the thing which I say is, hey, as part and parcel of nature, problems arise, but it's how we deal with them which matters. So for you and for me and my team, we check account health every single day. And every time we get a problem, we are jumping on it as soon as possible, because we need to do that. Otherwise, we're going to have problems with our account, and we're not going to be able to, and eventually we're not going to be able to sell on Amazon. So let's have a look now at the account health itself. So first things first, we come in and we go straight into performance and then account health. And that loads up into this page. So right here, you can see customer satisfaction performance. Now, this is super important because Amazon cares about the customer. They're the number one person. Amazon cares about the customer. So they're really interested in things like order defect rate, i.e., how many products you're shipping out which are defective, your negative feedback score, have you got any negative feedback, A to Z claims and chargeback claims. So really important to keep there on top of them. And for us, we're really lucky. We've got zero. We've been on top of them. We deliver a great service, and our customers are really happy. And then they look at product compliance or product policy compliance. So at the moment, they've released a new, should we say, new thing whereby you have suspected international property violations. Now, this is something automatic, which we have to look into in more detail. But at the moment, we've got one flag raised against that. So something for us to say, look, we need to look into more detail, but also as well looking at actual property or intellectual property violations or complaints, authenticity complaints from the customers, condition complaints from the customers, product safety complaints, listing policy violations, restricted policy, and customer product review policy violations. So for us is to say, look, these things are violations, i.e. Amazon takes them very seriously. We want to be on top of them, but also we want to not only deal with the problems that arise if and when they happen, but also we want to try and take preventative measures to stop them happening again or stop them happening in the first place. So that's what we'll try and do. And then the final one we look at as well is our delivery performance. So for us, we don't do merchant fulfilled. Everything is FBA. So we're quite lucky in the fact that we don't have any delivery performance issues because it's all a result of Amazon's fulfillment. But if you are doing, should we say, fulfillment by merchant, whether it be Serve Fulfill Prime or just straight fulfilled by merchant, then in here you're going to want to be looking at your stats to make sure that you're getting consistently high levels of customer service, your delivery is on time, it's working well, because Amazon takes that seriously, because ultimately that affects the customer. So for us in our business, we're going to be checking this account health all the time, really looking into this in more detail and going through everything. So for example, now I'll have a quick look at suspected property violation, and I'll just go into that and have a look at what that says. So these are popping up more and more common now. So just clicking on it now, loading up that information, and you can see here that I've got an ASIN, which is a Philips product, and it says basically saying it's a potential trademark violation, misuse of the Philips brand because it's highlighted in brackets Philips. So what it's done is already said action taken, listing removed, and if we just click on edit now, what I'm going to see is go into that, and I go into my things, and that product doesn't exist. So we no longer have that product in our listing. So that's already been removed. So unfortunately, we can't do anything about removing that potential property violation, but we've already taken the action to deal with it, and we no longer have that listing in our inventory. So that's the best we can do with that. But the idea is we need to be on it as quick as possible. Fortunately enough, also we've got nothing else on our account. So, no intellectual property violations, product authenticity, product condition, product safety, listing policy, and restricted products, or customer product review, problems. So, I'd like to think that our account's quite well maintained, and we look after it and maintain it, every day to a very good standard. So that's a little bit about, should we say, the account health, how we look through that, and every day we'll look at it and just really go into checking it on a daily basis. I could probably sit here and do a video for 1 to 2 hours on every single little step, but it wouldn't really add value to you. For us, this is very much about a quick snapshot of different areas of our business we check daily. And when a problem arises, then we'll go out and research how to solve that problem. So hopefully you have found this very useful. You found it really interesting to say that this is another one of the checks that we do on our daily basis. And if you like this kind of information, give us a thumbs up. Honestly, I really love the thumbs up. I'll do more of these if we're getting more and more thumbs up. Also, as well, if you want to get more about information about this, whether it be on this campaign or if there's going to be other information that we're sharing, we do put out videos every week. Be sure to click the subscribe button. And then also as well, add us a comment. You got any questions, or even if you liked it, give us a comments and feedback down below. And then finally, we've got a Facebook group that you can join. If it's something of interest and you want to share, ask questions, be sure to look down in the description. We'll have a link to the Fast Track FBA Facebook group that you can join, ask questions about as well. But from me, Thomas Parkinson at Fast Track FBA, thank you very much.